weed just was not for me. Hi, welcome back to my channel. And this video is honestly just a video that I thought about yesterday. Well, okay, I thought about the video and then like it took me some time to realize, like, should I do this video? I was gonna do something that I got myself. So it was like an early Christmas, early birthday gift. I might do that. But when that comes, you'll be subscribed to where you already know when it's coming, when it comes out. So basically this video is, which the title is gonna say it all, but just a time, or the time that I realized like weed just was not for me. Okay, never thought that I was gonna speak on this on a platform where the whole world can see, but I just figured, why not share my story? So growing up, my mom always spoke about, you know, don't smoke. But when she said don't smoke, I'm thinking, okay, don't smoke cigarettes, don't smoke something that could like really harm you, because I didn't really know the whole thing of weed. I can talk about this now because I did this 2 years ago, so it's not, you know, a big deal for me because I did this 2 years ago. But basically, she would, you know, say don't smoke or whatever, and it was my 18th. It wasn't on my birthday. It was, say, the weekend of my birthday, and my cousins were already smoking. I think my sister was smoking, and so we were going to scare winds. And they had this idea: smoke before you go on the scare winds. That's gonna be so fun and blah blah blah. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I really did not want to smoke. I did not want to try it. It wasn't something that I needed. It was like, you feel so calm, like I'm good, like I really don't need it. It was all peer pressure, to be honest, but at the same time, which I've never told anybody this, like I'm really telling y'all for the first time, I smoked to feel included in things, and that is not the way that you want to start something. When you smoke, that should be your decision. That shouldn't be because somebody told you, just try it this one time, you ain't gotta do it no more, whatever. But it was something that I did because I was invited to the parties. I was invited, you know, like with my sister, but I was, you know, included in the little events that we would do, and then afterwards, you know, we would participate in those activities. So I did that to fit in. I did that to just basically feel included, and I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. Do not try to be a popular kid, or don't try to do something that you just know is not you. Like, that was not me, and I did it on and off for almost 2 years. When I would go to my cousin's house, that's what we would do. Not all the time, of course. Us hanging out did not always do those activities, but most of the time those were the activities that we did. It was like, I don't know, but at first when I started, when I first started doing this, I didn't know it was bad, to the point where my mom was then telling us not to do it. So then when she started telling us not to do it, that's really when I tried to like lay off of it. But then we would still go to my cousin's house, and I would smoke less. Put it like that. I wasn't a big smoker. I didn't smoke every day. I didn't smoke every weekend. My sister, though, she really got into it. It was something that a lot of people, which I still to this standpoint in my life, do not understand. Why do people do it? Or like, some people will use it as an excuse, you know, because they're depressed or they're something. But then I don't think people understand. Like, there's this person in my life that does it, and their guardian told me and someone else, they claim that they're this thing, like they claim that they're stressed, but they could have anything in the world that they wanted if they would have done A, B, and C. You go to school, you go to college. Or if you don't go to college, you come to the table with a plan on what you want to do. Say if you want, I don't know, the person I'm talking about was talking about, starting their own business, everything like that, but never brought anything to the table as to what they were gonna put into the business, just like doing the work. Basically, they didn't do that. So they was like, okay, whatever. Y'all, they could have had anything they wanted. Anything they wanted, but instead they decided they want to smoke. Whatever, I don't know. Whatever. But I just don't understand how someone can say, oh, I'm stressed, I'm this, I'm that. Well, you're gonna continue to be stressed if you're gonna use your last $10, $20, whatever, how much a pound or an ounce, or I don't know the terms, whatever costs. You're gonna continue to be stressed. You're gonna continue to be, what's the other word? Depressed. You're gonna continue to be all of those things unless you get yourself together without depending on weed. That's how I had to see it. I got to the point where I realized this before my last time smoking. I realized, okay, what is this doing for me? Nothing. I'm still in the same position that I'm in. I'm still spending money that I'm not really making back like that. And it's not getting me nowhere in my life. Like, I'm not starting my career off of smoking weed. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, those type of things. And I see more cons than pros. And the last time that I smoked, it was me and like 3 other people. We were in a car and we were driving and we had smoked. So after we smoked, we got in the car. And I don't know if it's, maybe y'all out there felt the same thing that I felt, but when you close your eyes, your body goes numb. You're in this, I don't know, like not another world, but you just close your eyes and everything just takes over, and it's like calm, moving. Like we were in a car, but it just felt like, even when we wasn't in a car, my body just went numb. I would just feel basically nothing. And I feel like that's what a lot of people go for when they're smoking. They're going for something where they just feel nothing. Like they just want to feel just like numb. Like everything in the world is good, and then you come off of it. And then you get back to your real life and you're like, oh my gosh, my life is like this. Let me go smoke again so I can get back to that numbness that makes me not want to deal with my real life, my reality. But we were in the car and I closed my eyes this time. And y'all, the car, say we going 30, it felt like we was going like 80 to 100. And my body was just going through that rush. Everybody else was good. Everybody was in the car singing, dancing, whatever. My body went numb and it felt the rush. I opened my eyes so quick and just like prayed to God that this would be over. Like I wanted to come down from this high. I did not want to do this no more. That was the point. And I feel like that was probably like my second time that happening. But the first time it didn't feel like this. It just felt, oh my gosh, just the thought of it making me sick to my stomach. It was just a rush through my body. And it just felt like we were going so fast. I was like, no, this is not for me. Y'all can have this. And so now, after that, we would go around people and they would try to pass it to me. And I would be like, no, I'm not smoking no more. And it's like, why, what happened? And I would just be like, it doesn't do nothing for me. It's like, oh, you want something more? And I was like, no, I don't think I understand. And a lot of people be like, no, that's not true, blah, 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 blah. But weed is a gateway drug. Let's come to the realization, the facts. Weed is a gateway drug. Weed, you can, just like how I went through what I went through with that whole situation. Say if it was somebody else and they felt like, oh my gosh, that was awesome, I want an even better high. That's how people get into other drugs. I don't think people understand that. But that's how people get into other drugs. And I thought about this last night and I did cry because I don't think people understand. You can get on a drug and you can get addicted to that drug. Once you get addicted to that drug and you can't get the high that you had when I got that high and that rush and that fastness feel, I didn't like it. I wanted to come down off of it. It just was not for me. And I don't even think I smoked that much, to be honest with you. Just like how I told my mom's old best friend, I didn't smoke because of the feeling. I smoked because I don't know, I like the tricks of smoke. I don't know if that makes any sense, if anybody else is like that. If you just like the thought or like just like the fact of being able to do like little smoke tricks or whatever. I was just into that more so than the actual feeling of being high. But I thought about it last night and I cried because I really did. Like, I really thought about the fact that I didn't go to another drug. It wasn't a gateway drug for me. Like, I beat something that a lot of people do not beat. I didn't go through withdrawals, you know what I mean? Because it was something that I really realized that it just was not for me, and I was okay with that. I just wish that a lot of people would understand that. There are people that are still struggling through weed and will use weed as an excuse, but like, what's really your excuse? If you can't afford weed, if you see that you have your last $50 and say you have a phone bill that's $45, but your weed also costs you $40, but you only gonna have $10 left if you go and buy that weed, you can't pay your phone bill. So some people, they don't have their priorities right, or their focus is on something else and it's not on the main focus. Do not lose yourself over a drug. And y'all have to think about it. You're giving another man your hard-earned money. So I don't understand why people find it hard to stop. Especially if you do have a past or your family has a past in drug abuse. I don't see why you would want to get into something like that. Drug, alcohol, anything like that type of abuse is something that you really should look for in your family. A lot of people will say that these myths are lies. It's not a gateway drug. You don't lose brain cells. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't understand how many people I've come across that has done smoking, that has smoked. Y'all might say that no brain cells get lost, but it's doing something to your body. Y'all keep claiming it's God made it. God made this. God made that. Well, clearly God made tobacco. God put whatever on this earth for people to make stuff. So I don't care if it's grown off of or whatever. Tobacco is just something that somebody put together, but God put them objects on the earth for us to use. So some people might be like, oh, Nisha, you're not making no sense. You're dumb, but y'all smoke weed. Be careful. And I'm telling my experience because when I felt that rush and all that kind of stuff, when you feel that, I don't know if some people feel that and get excited and want more or want the next thing up. I'm telling you from my experience, don't want the next thing, just if you can cope with something else, just find something else to do with your money. You're spending $20 on weed that's gonna get you high for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, whatever. But you can go and take your $20 and spend it on something that's going to help you progress in life. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I'm trying to get this video to go. Understand that if you're established and you got your career going and all this kind of stuff, then kudos to you. That means that whatever you did, if smoking was that helped you get to where you needed to be. But if smoking is not taking you anywhere in life and it's really keeping you in this staggered place, why are you doing it?